team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Trojans will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Bowman.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give on the inside. Smashes through. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Suarez. Takes the easy completion. He's before he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Time to take a shot. Caught at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the secondary.
And it's always a big, strong-arm guy that throws the ball all the yard, that's just good-looking. I mean, just all the things that most people aren't, but that they want to root for and cheer for because they always find that guy in that position that does great things.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Bueno. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Runs through the tackle. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Scanning the field, it's Suarez. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, the RD.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
42 Spider.
Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up third down.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now on the return. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the... couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Let's go!
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's Suarez. He makes the connection. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5.
Reload! Alert!
Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Looking for space. It's Bueno. Picking up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Trying to burn this defensive back. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here. on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Suarez. They'll run the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to go in for a very unpleasant film session.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Getting some heat. Bottle little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Find some fresh air. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. You got to do a better job reeling it in.
Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds us back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. He's going to pass. Looking left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They're setting up the screen. Got room at the 35. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection.
First and goal.
Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Got it.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will give them the lead.
Number 14.
Well, I think sometimes on first and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. You score a touchdown.
USC 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to...
is tackled.
Get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit.
12 on to kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And the Wolverines will keep this drive going.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Dances away. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Give to the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got his man quickly. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They go to the ground. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Suarez. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Off he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. They'll run the counter. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good blocking, good running, pick up a 6 out to the 30.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Looking for a gap. It's Bueno. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Suarez. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. At the 35, he's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that can